Let's go. Let's grow. Let's grow. Good morning. I'm gonna say good morning or good afternoon, right? For those East Coast peeps. Good morning and good afternoon. Happy Monday, everyone. Global Alliance family. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone excited and ready for Christmas and for the holidays and the new year? The new year is like right around the corner, guys. It's like a couple weeks, like it's a couple days, guys. We're a couple days before 2026. This is it's mind blowing how much growth can happen in a year, right? I'm excited for the new year for 2026 for all the amazing opportunities that are ready to flourish. And I mean I'm talking to other team leaders, other agents that are already they've been prepped and ready for 2026 ahead of time. You know, they're super excited and pumped up for the new year. But I want to hear a little bit more of you guys. I know Nick Krem mentioned where you guys are tuning in from in the world. So we have Winter Garden, Florida. How's it going? How's it going? Rebecca, what's going on? What's going on? Abimael Rosado. I know how to say that because I'm Puerto Rican myself. So from Puerto Rico, dímelo cómo estamos. Y'all always,
Thanks for the help for there, Gino. Thanks for the help there. Yeah,
I
that helped
had
me out.
I had to. Well, guys, I'm pumped up and excited for this session of our growth, action, and production gap mastermind. Guys, if you have team members or if you know any other agent, any other colleague that's in the industry, and you know they need to be inside of this Zoom room, I need you to take this 1 minute to invite them. Gapmastermind.com. Send them that last minute invite. You don't know how impactful you can be in someone's business, in someone's life, by just extending a branch, right? Just letting them know, hey, like you're welcome here. This is the community that we want you to be a part of. So if you have anybody that you know that needs to be on here this last minute, guys, invite. Nick, I'm super pumped up and excited because I know the stuff that you're going to bring is we've already had a couple Zooms already with our team and our partners, and I know the stuff that you're going to bring is impactful in a lot of different ways. So guys, without further ado, I had the pleasure of introducing my man Nick Krem. Nick Krem is like for one, like this is the first individual that I met as soon as I came over to Florida for the first time. I remember, sitting having dinner with him and Rebecca and Josue, and Kelly and Andres and everyone else, and just the stuff that he was doing with marketing, branding, and just helping agents create a long-lasting brand. And now he's developed the first of its kind first real estate AI certification program for realtors. So this is huge. I have a nice little bio that I want to read just so you guys can, hear a little bit something more official. Obviously, I know Nick for the longest, and I can go on and on and on and on for days on the stuff that he's been able to do for our business. But Nick Krem is an entrepreneur, innovator. He's built two international businesses specializing in real estate marketing, serving agents and teams across global markets. Global Alliance, global markets. That's pretty awesome, right? AI industry pioneer. He's the creator of the world's first AI certified agent and AI certified team, setting new standards for technology adoption in real estate. He's a co-founder of the Krem Institute of Artificial Intelligence. Nick co-founded the Krem Institute of AI, dedicated to advanced practical AI education for professionals. He's a media recognized authority. I'm telling you, this guy I can go on and on and on for days. But guys, let's make some noises. If there's a session on Gap that you want to make sure that you're getting ready to take notes, and I know Nick, I'm pretty sure he's going to give us some surprises at the end of
Oh
this.
yeah, I got some giveaways.
You guys want to make sure you're taking notes. You guys want to make sure that you're implementing what he's telling you in order for you to future proof your business. This is the man, the myth, the legend, Nick Krem. Nick, take it away, brother.
What's going on, Gino? And I see some of my people on here too. I'll just give a shout out, Rebecca, Andre, and everybody else. Thank you always for having me on here with the Global Alliance. You're one of the few groups when you guys call, I answer, right? Like Global Alliance. Yeah, we'll do a training with you guys and be able to give it away. Oh man, so it's another AI session. I'm sure that's what you guys are thinking, right? Like, all right, more AI, more I have to learn, more I have to implement. And I think this is where, to me, what I'm starting to kind of realize and understand too is I think one of the biggest things that people are going to run into with artificial intelligence is something that we're coining as just AI anxiety. Does anybody here feel like they have AI anxiety? Put yes or no in the chat, or AI overwhelm is another way that I can state this. But yes, if you feel that, and no in the chat if you don't. All right. Yeah. Not anymore. I like it. Well, look, family, I think this is where this is exponential technology. It comes with exponential distractions, exponential shiny objects, and a lot of things that are coming out, and they will continue to come out. And I just want to tell you guys, it's not slowing down, it's only speeding up. I don't know if that helps you when I said AI anxiety, but that's just the case, right? So today, what I want to do is I kind of want to give you guys like a 30,000 foot overview of, because what we're going to be talking about today is AI search, right? This is like a piece of the puzzle, but I believe it's a pretty big piece of the puzzle because the way that people are getting information is completely changing in front of our eyes, right? So 30,000 foot overview, like what has it been for years, for the past couple decades? It's been humans going to the internet, clicking on a bunch of links to get information, right? Google something, you go through the links, you get information, you make a decision, you discern, and then you're able to choose people from there. This is all changing in front of our eyes. See, like the future isn't us continuing to go to the internet. The internet is still going to exist. Google is going to exist. SEO is going to exist. But it's all changing because now AI is going through the internet, going through all the data, and just simply bringing us answers, right? I mean, right now, Google, I mean, still, I just want to state this clearly because I see some people like you'll go and you'll see marketers say, like, Google is dead. Now you need to go on ChatGPT. And that's like the furthest thing from the truth because 373 times more people still go to Google over ChatGPT. Are the number of people going to ChatGPT increasing? Yes. But 373 times more people still go to Google. So it's not like this is just disappearing. But how the consumers use these tools is changing. There's a stat, and I think that's a good stat to understand, is that 60% of Google searches now end in 0 clicks. I'll say that again. 60% of Google searches now end in 0 clicks. So why is that important? Well, I mean, how many times when you guys Google something now, Google just gives you the answer right at the top? You guys know what I'm talking about? Like you Google something and then Google gives an AI overview and it essentially just gives you the answer right at the top. That's why Google searches are now ending in 0 clicks, over 60% of them. Because AI is just, all right, here's the question that you have. What is the answer? And it just gives you the answer. And if we're being honest too, I mean, sometimes, I mean, I don't know how many people here use, I mean, let me ask you this. How many people here use ChatGPT every single day? Just curious. Who uses ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity? Just put yes in the chat if you guys use it every single day. See, Taylor. Yes. All right. So it's a good call. So, as most people here, heck yeah, 24/7. So, I don't think I have to tell you guys, sometimes ChatGPT is no better than a Zestimate, right? Like, I know it's giving me an answer, but I don't even know if it's the right answer. I could tell it I want to quit my job and start like a shoe polishing business, and they'll be like, that's the best idea ever, Nick. You should totally do that, right? So, like, it's also understanding that is it getting people more information quicker? Yes, but it doesn't really mean that it is always the right information. But if Facebook has showed me anything, people don't really care to get the right information. They just like information, right? How many times are you guys on Facebook and it's like a BS story and there's thousands of comments, all these people, and you're like, it's not even real, right? But people really don't care. They like convenience. They like stories. They like information. So, but we have to understand too that it's not just real estate agents who are getting AI. I know sometimes we kind of live in our bubble because it's a big bubble now with AI. I'm not talking about bubble AI as far as like, oh, there's a stock bubble. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just like all the information that we are getting around AI. And sometimes we can get in our own world. But what's happening is the consumer patterns and behaviors are changing. And this is something that we all must adapt for. We must adapt. I mean, a great example of this is I'm curious. Do you guys know, like, for years, what the number one complaint against real estate agents was? Put it in the chat if you guys know that. What was always the number one complaint against real estate agents? Let's see. Emily's got it. Poor follow up. Does not answer the phone. Yep. Does not answer the phone. Poor follow up. No pick up the phone. Yeah. Too salesy, too expensive. For years, the number one complaint has always been communication. Lack of communication. That has been the number one complaint. That is no longer the case. Since 2022, that has actually shifted. The number one complaint now is I felt like I knew more than my real estate agent. I felt like I knew more than my real estate agent. That is now the nationally recognized number one complaint. I felt like I knew more than my real estate agent. And why is this the case since 2022? Well, let's take a look. What has changed since 2022? Artificial intelligence got introduced to the world. Now anybody can just go to ChatGPT and say, hey, I want to sell my home. Tell me what I should do. And it will give you an answer. Hey, how much should I price my home? Here's my address. And it will give you an answer. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the right answer, like we all probably know. But notice that they said, I felt like. It didn't say, I know more. No, I feel like I know more than my agent. And this is where understanding that the way people are getting information and the access to this is changing because of AI, right? Because it can just go and get you an answer very quickly. And a lot of people are starting to realize that. Whether it's using ChatGPT or it's just Googling something and AI gives you that overview. Remember, 60% of Google searches are now ending in 0 clicks. So it's adapting to this change. It's the AI-powered consumer, right? So I know today I'm going to be talking about AI search, but I think it's also important that I believe the human element is getting more valuable than ever. Your ability to articulate your value and be an expert in your field. And I think I know the difference between AI and an expert is applied knowledge. That's the gap that you are filling. Because they have all of this knowledge at their fingertips, but your ability to articulate your applied knowledge to their situation is what will set you apart from all the people who are saying, I felt like I knew more than them. All right. But today we're going to be talking about AI search and really what goes into this. And I want to start off with something very simple that I think is getting overlooked, but I think is so freaking valuable that everybody here must be doing. And you can walk away from here and do this one simple exercise that will help your listings get more views and get in front of more people. I just want to start off by saying this. I think we all know this. Like, there's nothing you can do for an overpriced listing, right? Like, let's just start there, right? This isn't like, oh, you have an overpriced listing. Implement this marketing strategy and it will sell it. It's just not the case. But again, the way people are getting information is changing. And you'll see there's already a couple brokerages right now, and I'm sure EXP is right in line with that too, that are starting to have AI-powered property searches. AI-powered property searches. Why? Because you could just go and ask somebody's AI and it will scan the MLS like, hey, I'm looking for this in this home. And AI will go and do the search and bring back the home that they believe is fit for this individual. So this is happening as everybody here probably knows. Zillow is now integrated with ChatGPT as well. So that's another case of just AI powered search with this. So I'm going to show you guys how you can write an AI search friendly listing description. And yes, the listing description really does matter. That is one of the biggest points that AI search is looking for. And going into this is heavily around something called AEO. AEO is answer engine optimization. Answer engine optimization. What that really means is when somebody goes and looks for a home, be like, hey, is there a home that is 3 beds, 2 baths in North Royalton, Ohio, under 400,000? They're asking a question. And now your listing description must answer the question very clearly. That is something very important that we'll talk about with AEO is the clarity of your answer matters. And the order in which you answer it matters. just know that AI doesn't want to work harder than it has to either, right? I mean, with us, I mean, if you wanted an answer to something, do you want to read a 20-page report just to get one simple answer? No, you probably like, all right, I have a question. Give me the answer right away. It's essentially the same thing when it comes to AI. Your ability to clearly answer the question that people have right away is super important. So let's get into this. So I'm going to share with you guys a tool here. You guys might have already know this tool. I'm curious, how many people here are already using My Listing Buddy? Just put yes or no in the chat. I'm just curious if people on here are already utilizing this tool here. Oh, so I'm introducing it to a lot of people here. All right, we already have some people that are utilizing it. Use it all the time for my listings. Well, here's the cool part. My Listing Buddy, my company has specifically trained this on good copy, trained it on good listing descriptions, good marketing. We've trained it on NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming. We trained it on fair housing. Although you should always check to make sure. That is one just important note with AI. Always double check with what it's coming up with. But we've also done something else recently. We have updated this tool to now write your listing descriptions in an AI search-friendly manner. So now this will write your listing descriptions and your marketing in a way that it will allow AI to find your listings. So here's how it works. So My Listing Buddy, the first thing that you guys want to do is click on My Listing Buddy and then click, keep in sidebar. Why? Because now My Listing Buddy will always be over here on the left inside of your Chat GPT. You don't need to go back and find this link every single time. But here's how it works. Let's just say that this was my listing here. What you want to do is copy and paste all of the facts and features. And say, create a listing description. And it will ask you some questions. So you copy and paste this, and you will notice once I have this, I'll deliver 2 formats for SEO, AEO, and GEO alignment. So I copy and paste this, and then it will ask me some more questions. So here we go, more questions. Needs the full address. Listing price, $399,000. Nearby anchors. Whoop. Close to school and highway. Let's see, show instructions. Nick Krem, EXP Realty, 216-554-32. It's not my number, so don't try to call that. Just throwing the number in there. All right. Bullet points, and then it is going to write your information. Look, family, it is important that it is written in a way that it is optimized for AI search. We have many people inside of our institutes, and we have tracked the numbers. They're getting more views, more showings. We had a client who had 6 listings that just couldn't sell. They were priced right. They updated this. Then all of a sudden, they were getting more showings. They were getting more views on their property. AI search and how you write these things is very important. But now you have a tool that will do this for you every single time. And it's free to use as much as you want to use it. So what I would recommend is every one of your listings that you have should now go through this filter. Will it write you a good listing description? Yes, but it will also make sure that it's optimized for AEO and GEO. And then what you can do here, I'll just do this kind of a little more quickly. Showing with My Listing Buddy, it will also write you AEO, GEO, and SEO friendly content for marketing your listing. Which, let's see, so copy, paste this information. Primary keywords to SEO optimized Facebook posts, SEO, AEO, same thing for Instagram, and it will write it in an SEO, AEO, GEO friendly manner. So I want to start off with the simple part, right? Well, hopefully I make this all simple for you guys, but just understanding that key point is really important. So now let's talk about getting ChatGPT, Gemini, and all these different places to recommend you. Like how does that really work? So it really breaks down to a couple different key areas. The first key area, and this all kind of revolves around this, is something called digital density. Digital density, right? And it's your entire online ecosystem. Is your website optimized for this? Do you have the right keywords, the right tags, and everything inside of your website? But the first big part is your reviews. Your reviews on different platforms. This is when somebody asks the top agent in a certain area, what does AI do to track credibility? Well, they're going to check Zillow. They're going to check realtor.com. They're going to check your Google reviews. Who is credible, has the most 5-star reviews? So your reviews are really important when it comes to getting recommended by AI. And, when we're talking about this, and I'm sure you guys might be thinking Google, ChatGPT, Gemini, and these different places, which is important right now. But I'm going to get a little Nostradamus on you guys about where some of this is going and peek into my crystal ball here. Because in 2026, there is an application that is getting launched to, not an application, a device that is getting launched to the world that will completely change how us as humans get information. So this is happening because a guy by the name of Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, and then another guy by the name of Johnny Ive. Johnny Ive. He's a guy who helped design iPhone, Mac computer, and these other devices. They have teamed up, and they are launching something in 2026, and it will be a screenless device that is an AI agent. And they are claiming that they'll have 100 million of these in their first production launch. So what does this device do? It is literally AI built into this device, and you can talk to it 24/7. It becomes your companion. When you're like, hey, I'm looking for a restaurant. Well, all this data that we've been feeding online for years is going to be built into it. So we'll know what you like. It will know that you like music, live music. It will know that you like outdoor scenes. It will know what you like to do. And it will then recommend to you, based on the website's reviews, based on their content and the information, the best restaurants for you to go to. And this is where, look, never underestimate the human desire for convenience. Why does Uber Eats even exist? Charge you $15 more and then an upcharge on other things. But man, it's so much easier than going out and actually getting the food. We might say we don't want AI listening to us at all the times, but we all know our phones already do this, right? And our computers and all these things do it. But because it makes our life simpler and more convenient, we put that aside. These AI agents is really going to be the mass adoption of AI. Because people will literally just be able to ask it questions and it gives them an instant response, and you can carry around with you 24/7. So what else are people going to be asking these devices? Well, who's the best real estate agent? Hey, I'm thinking about buying a home. Who should I go with? And it's going to give them an answer. Will that answer be you? Yes. Is this important for now because people are going to these different resources? Absolutely. We're helping some of our clients get multiple leads a month through ChatGPT, Gemini, and these other places. But it's also understanding that where this is going is physical AI, where people will just ask questions, get an answer, and they're going to take that to the bank because AI gave me the answer. So it's important to understand like the importance of what we are, like what this is, and more of like a high level overview and not just, oh, ChatGPT is going to recommend me. Yeah, these AI agents is like, how do I get that to recommend me? So the first part of this is your reviews, right? Do you even have a profile on Zillow.com, Realtor.com, and there's other places as well. We are actually doing a test on this, and we did over 100 different agents. And this was just the results of where are the different places that AI was searching for your credibility. I was actually pretty surprised by this list. So this is something as an institute, I'm always doing research and development, and my team put this together. And this is where AI search based on the top 180 top realtor and X area queries. Where are the different places that ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity sourced? They're sourcing listclever.com. They were sourcing expertise, Fast Expert, Rate My Agent, Zillow, Realtor, HomeLight, Homes. So like the different places that like even having an account on these places and then starting to bolster your reviews matters because again, digital density. How often are you appearing in the places that AI is searching for? Actually, you guys want me to just share this sheet with you guys to have? Yeah. All right. I'll put this here in the chat. Oh, capture. Didn't mean to do that. File, image. All right. So this was my institute curated this information. So we were checking over 100 different agents, 100 like through the different AI searches, and these were the places that it cited the most when you were searching top agents in X area. So your reviews matter. What else matters when you're talking about AI, like AEO and GEO? And again, AEO is answer engine optimization. When someone asks a question to AI, how is the answer going to get generated? And generative engine optimization. All right, I need you to give this mastermind in Spanish. I'll get everybody the new AirPods. I'll give everybody the new AirPods, and it will instantly translate for them. All right. But what else matters for this? Man, I'll tell you what, your blogging and your social media is a huge piece of this. Your blogging and your social media. And what I'm talking about is your digital density. How often are you answering the questions that people are looking up? Because with Google, with 0 clicks, part of what they source are Instagram pages, Facebook pages, your blogs. Same with ChatGPT. When you go there and ask questions, it is sourcing like we just have to understand base concept. AI has to get the information from somewhere, right? Like it pulls the data from somewhere. What I want to show you guys is how you can be that somewhere that gets sourced, that gets credited for this. Man, blogging, such a huge piece of this. Why? Because it is literally your blogs is feeding AI data. Yes, you are the data. So you're blogging, and then there's a specific process for how you do this. And I'm actually going to give you guys the tool that will help you do this in minutes. And then the last piece of this is your YouTube. Behind Google, YouTube is the largest search engine in the world behind Google. Look, YouTube is not a social media. It is a search engine. So what do we have? We have your reviews. We have your content, your blogs. We have your blogs. We have your social media. We have YouTube. And the last piece of this too is where else are you getting cited online to build your credibility? Whether it's news outlets, whether it's other publications. And it's a cool thing we do with some agents is like we blog about other agents on different blogs to create backlinks, to create more credibility. But this is how you get recommended by AI. All right. So let's talk a little bit about different ways that we can do this. So I'm going to share with you guys this prompt here. So here's a way you can be like, all right, Nick, this sounds great, but how the heck do I do this? Well, hopefully I'll answer that question here for you guys. So this is a prompt that we put together. And you'll see it says create a task for every Monday at 8 a.m. So that way it will create a task and you'll get emailed this list every Monday. And here is what the goal is. You're an elite market intelligence specialist for real estate, content strategist, going deep on hyperlocal SEO and AEO. And then when you copy and paste this, you just have to put your city or neighborhood here. What it will do, it will research. It will only use sources published within the last 45 days, prioritize local MLS data, municipal records, local news outlets, publications, and verified market reports. Reference specific zip codes. So we'll go through this, and it will get you the top 10 trending questions that people are asking in your marketplace right now. It will tell you exactly what people are asking inside of your marketplace. And then it will provide you an AEO optimized answer. It will be a single sentence, snippet ready, and direct. And then it will give you supporting evidence along with your local SEO keywords. And you also see it gives you the output format, red flags, don't do outdated, generic real estate markets, hook lines exceeding 12 words. So here's how this works. Let's just say I copy this, paste it into my chat GPT, and let's just say, so I know some people here in Orlando, Florida. So now ChatGPT will go and it will do the research for me. So it is thinking. It's going to be gathering information. I think it's funny. Sometimes I want it to answer quicker, but it's almost like, do you guys remember dial-up internet? When like that was amazing, dial-up internet. And then you went to high-speed internet and you're like, I'm never doing dial-up again. That's so slow. Now AI will take like 30 seconds. I'm like, come on, what are you doing? Why are you taking so long? But it's like gathering all this information that should have taken me hours to come up with. Here we go. It's searching. You can see the different websites that it is searching for, making sure it's within 45 days. The goal of this is to be able to get you guys, again, top 10 questions people are asking, as well as your AEO optimized answer. I'm going to show you guys how you can quickly turn this into blogs, turn this into posts, so that way your content is now optimized for this. I'll go ahead. Maybe that means it's going to get it all out for me. I could do answer now, but what do you think, Gino? Should I wait a couple more seconds? Should I test my patience?
I was gonna say, while we wait, some elevator music would have been perfect right now. But also, guys, get those, get your questions ready. At the end, we're gonna have Q&A. This is some good stuff, Nick. I appreciate you sharing all of this.
Yeah, that was a good question here that we had in the chat. I do not put this in my listing buddy. I put this into Chat GPT because listing buddy is specifically trained for listings, right? So here we go. The number one question that people are asking right now in Orlando is, are Orlando home prices actually moving up or down right now? So here's your AEO optimized answer. Orlando pricing looks mixed. Median sale on its list data shows small moves while homes take longer to sell, which gives buyers more leverage. And then you have your evidence. So I can click on this. It should take me to, this is where they pulled it from. All right. This is where I pulled it from. And we'll go through. I'll give you your evidence. Local keywords to be able to utilize. Question 2, how long are homes taking to sell in Orlando metro area right now? AEO. It's longer than last year. And it will go through and I'll tell you exactly the questions that people are answering, as well as what AI search is looking for the answer. So it's literally the cheat code to say, all right, what are people asking and how should I answer it? Well, this is it. This is exactly what it tells you to do. So just for example, if I just want to use this in a very simple way, I can copy the first one and say, write me a video script. I'll actually do it the right way. Act as an expert video script writer for real estate agents. Want to write an AEO optimized script using this information. Now, act as an expert video script writer for real estate agents. I want to write an AEO optimized script using the information here. So I take the first question. Clearly identify the question, and then clearly identify the answer within the first couple seconds. Like, I know sometimes it's like, all right, content for years has told me, give the question and then wait to the end, right? Because you want to get all the watch time. But there's something key that is happening right now. We're moving from an attention-based society to a trust-based society. An attention-based society to a trust-based society. I mean, how many people here are starting to question every piece of content or video or picture that is getting posted? It's like, is it AI? Is it real? Did they really write this? Did they really do this? Like, we're moving to a trust-based society. And we're moving to an AI search-based society. So here's the AI optimized script, 60 to 75 seconds, based on this information. Here's what else we can do with this. I'm going to put this here in the chat for you guys. So I normally don't give this out to the public, but since, Rebecca was like, come on, give them something good, Nick. So I'm going to give this to you guys here. So this is a custom GPT that my company has created for writing AEO, GEO, and SEO blogs. For writing it in a way that will allow AI search to find you. So if you click on this and you click keep in sidebar, because you can't get this online, so you can't get this anywhere else. So here it is. Help me write a blog. So you click this information. And what I am going to do actually is I'm going to go back. And since I know exactly what I should be looking for, here are the top 10 questions. So let's just say the second one is the one I want to write it about. So I take it here, copy and paste, because this is the question people are asking, plus my evidence and my AEO answer. Turn this into AEO optimized. Provide the different sources. Now you have the taglines. Optimized blog. And we'll go through here. If you want, I can turn this into FAQ. Yes, turn this into an FAQ for the end of the blog as well. And the blog FAQ. Why? Because again, when AI is searching for something, here's the question people are asking, and here's your answer. FAQ. Does this part make sense to you guys? And now it's like, all right, you can literally go to ChatGPT, get your top 10 questions. Now you know exactly what people are asking and how you can answer it. Then you could turn it into blogs. You could turn it into video scripts. You can turn it into content. Heck, you could turn it into emails. And just for, let's see. So I want to show you guys. This is one of our clients that we were doing it for. Let's see. Her name is Jessica Ford. So I'm going to say that before she pops up, right? She's also at EXP. So let's see. Top real estate agent for luxury relocation specialist in Tulsa. So let's see. When people ask for the top real estate agent for luxury relocation specialist in Tulsa, oh, and of course, I was just doing this with her. She does not show up. Let me try it again. Real estate agent for luxury specialist in Tulsa. Of course. Let me try Gemini. I was just, all right, just for the record, let's see. Luxury relocation specialist. This is what I was doing earlier. Top real estate location specialist in Tulsa. Number one, Jessica Ford, and I believe I did it a couple times here. Luxury relocation specialist. There was another one, Jessica Ford, and I'll go over to Gemini. Top real estate luxury relocation specialist in Tulsa. Let's see what pops up on Gemini. Ah, there we go. Number one, Jessica Ford. Credentials, AI certified agent. Haha, that's us. And it goes through this process. This is where it all comes down to your digital density. We're going through, we're bolstering our reviews. We are blogging like crazy. We are creating YouTube videos and YouTube content around this exact topic. But look, family, I want to open it up to questions at this time because I want to make sure that I answer you guys' questions, what we can go through to help streamline this process for you. Or, yeah, I want to open it up. Gino, do you have anything to add or questions
Yeah.
that you have?
So, Nick, I appreciate you sharing all of this. This is amazing content, and I see so many ways that we can all leverage this. Obviously, in social media, right? We're answering, and we can go deep in captions and the descriptions and things like that, right? Obviously, social media is going to help you, as far as like what you say on the actual video. That's also a big key in showing up on searches as well. I had a question that somebody texted me. They're asking what platform should you be using to write your blogs? Obviously, I have some ideas, right? Because obviously you want to keep it in your with your website, your personal brand.
Yeah.
But are there any specific tools that you use? Any CRM platforms? So, like, what's your best route?
whatever the CRM and website that you are using, be able to build off of that as well. Right. So it's use it attached to your website. Your website should be optimized for SEO, having all the right keywords, the right tags, the right information, and then building your blog on top of that. It should be all within the same platform, and any CRM normally allows you to blog inside of it as well. If it is attached to your website, you want to make sure that those are attached. So, yes, it's not one specific place. We blog on a lot of different websites and different places. All right. Emily has a good question here. What do you recommend for someone starting out on YouTube? What are your recommendations? Well, what I would say is pick an ideal client profile and stick with it, right? Like there's a lot of different YouTube strategies that work. It's about identifying the right ideal client profile, sticking with it, and being consistent. You know, this is somebody that had, just to give you guys an example of different ways you guys can do it as well. I'm going to bring up this gentleman here. So this is by the guy by the name of Phil Slezak. So Phil is one of our clients, and every single video, he started this channel a year ago. Every single video on this platform is AI generated. He did not personally shoot a single video. But what did he do? He picked exactly who this is for, Carolina Real Estate Talk, and he has the right keywords. He has the right questions that he is answering in these. So you'll see in a year, he's got 3,077 subscribers, but you'll see, let's see some of his videos here. Every short, every video. So let's just see. Share my sound.
Be unstoppable with a master's degree from.
What if I told you that you could own a home here in Raleigh, North Carolina for about what you're paying in rent? Most people think buying a home today is impossible, but that's not the whole story. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what took down real homes.
So every video on this guy's platform, you'll see.
There's one thing you need to remove before listing your home. Almost no sellers believe me until it costs them money. It's not clutter, it's not personal photos, and it's not furniture.
So he uses a tool called HeyGen, HEYGEN.com, and it creates an AI avatar of him. And it's just identifying what are the keywords, what are the right tags, what is the right questions that people are asking, and just answering it through his channel. Remember, YouTube is a search engine. It is a search engine. So if you are constantly answering the questions that people are answering in a simple format, your videos will pop up. So I'd recommend, look, we give you the 10 questions that people are asking right now, and it gives you the answers. If you are consistent with answering these questions in your marketplace, using the right keywords, using the right tags, and since you guys are here, I will also give you guys one more GPT that we have built that will also help with your YouTube. Let's see. Thumbnail story box, publishing YouTube. All right. So this one here is built specifically for YouTube. And, you know, I kind of took some of the best YouTube courses out there, transcribed them, and then uploaded them into this custom GPT. So if you have questions about like setting it up, about your right SEO, the right keyword, links, you can literally use this as your coach. So you can use it as your coach for YouTube. For example, let's see. To create a channel for Orlando, Florida to attract buyers moving to the area. Can you help me set it up? The right keywords, channel, title, etc. So you can literally just treat this as a YouTube coach. So go through step one, channel foundation, different name ideas, tagline, about section, SEO optimized, channel keywords, different keywords you can use, video playlists. So again, guys, treat this as video title one, top 5 reasons people are moving to Orlando, Florida in 2025, SEO keyword. And then like use this as your coach to help walk you through, to help set it up, to write the right videos, help the right SEO, create different video scripts. So that is one that we have personally trained on how to do that for you. And again, that one's not available to the public. So if you guys want it, you got to click the link and then click keep in sidebar for your YouTube coach. Great question here. Great question. All right. I mean, I can talk more, but I feel like this is the interactive point, right? What else you guys got for me? What can I do to help you guys?
I got a question for you, Nick. I don't
Yeah,
know if
what's
I'll
going on?
raise my hand or what, but hand raised. So I am looking to, I'm newer agent. I'm building my sphere of influence and I'm looking to do a newsletter or a like weekly update. My focus is going to be relocation to Florida. So do you suggest a specific GPT for that or a certain prompt that I should kind of use to start?
So, um, what's your goal? Let's start there. What would be your goal?
To provide information about the different areas of Florida. I've lived in Florida my whole life, so I know that every single city is so different. And so being able to provide information for someone who's never been or has not lived here is really important to me.
So here are some things like if I were you, thank you for answering that for me. You can take this prompt and then you can say, I want this to be optimized, or let's just see, to be optimized for people moving to Winter Garden. I don't know if I spell that right. So then you can use this prompt and you say, hey, I want this to be optimized for people moving to Winter Garden. So now it will help you get the top 10 most asked questions for people who are moving to Winter Garden. Let me just do answer now, just so we can see what this would pull up. It says, no, I need a lot more information to answer now. But you can take this prompt and you can make it for people who want to move to Winter Garden. So I'm going to open up another tab. What else can I do? I want the top 5 restaurants for Winter Garden, Florida. So this is where it's like, all right, you want to generate content around this. So you can get top 5 restaurants. All right, so we got the top 5. And then I can take it over to Blog Writer. And then I can say, help me write a blog, copy and paste this information. So now it has the top 5 restaurants. And now you can blog about what are the top 5 restaurants for people moving to this area. Brand voice, call to action.
Oh, that's awesome.
I might ask you some more questions, but now I have blog content and I have information.
Mm-hmm.
What you shared, here's what I should understand. Best restaurants in Winter Garden, Angle, restaurants, confirmed. And I'll ask you questions to be able to help write this blog.
Okay.
You can also go to ChatGPT. I think, let me see if I have this right now. Community, 50 content community ideas. So I'll copy and paste this here in the chat. Well, this just gives you, you can just come into here, best breakfast places in Winter Garden, hidden gem restaurants in Winter Garden, best rooftop or patio dining in Winter Garden, top 5 family restaurants, top 5 best place spot in Winter Garden to watch the game, top 3 parks. But you can like come into here and just use Chat GPT with these different community ideas and just become the community champ.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely.
What do I owe you? Are you going to send me a bill?
No, this is where you just thank Global Alliance for bringing me on. Thank Gino, thank
Yeah, you're
Rebecca, and
awesome.
the entire Global
You're awesome.
Alliance team here.
Thank y'all.
What's up, Benedict? I see your message there too. Excited to see you on here as well.
This is awesome, and obviously we love all the freebies and all the good resources. So Nick, I appreciate you sharing all of those. There is a question by Abimael. He asked, does he need the premium GPT subscription to use your custom GPTs?
No, you do not. You can use the free Chat GPT version, although I do recommend that you upgrade. There's a lot of perks and benefits as far as like memory, where it allows it to remember more inside of your chat GPT, which I believe is worth its weight in gold. But you can use the custom GPTs and what I have inside of the free chat GPT as well.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Any last minute questions, Global Alliance family? This has been like amazing. I'm ready to, if you're struggling right now and you're like, you know what, like I want to make some serious noise in 2026 and I want to go heavy on social media. I want to start blogging. I want to start creating content. I want to double down on YouTube. And you're asking yourselves, like when it comes to like content creation, like a lot of this stuff is like, what do I post? Right? Nick just literally gave us the blueprint for us to take action on this, right? So, not only are we showing up as experts online, but guys, we're showing up on AI, right? We're showing up where the AI consumer is at right now. And I think that's really important for us to double down on. And I think this is everything that Nick just provided us. It should make our work much easier. Like, we don't have to worry about what to type, what content, how should, like, he literally told us, go, if you want to go on YouTube, let's create your avatar. What does that look like? Right? And just take the prompt, drop it in HeyGen and create your content. Right? If like he gave us literally everything. So I'm really excited for that.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Let's go, Josue.
Oh, Sway's in the background. Look, he's pumped up and excited. I know he's gonna double down on YouTube now. Any last minute questions, guys? This is Nick. He's the master when it comes to making sure that you're an empowered agent utilizing AI, and I think he's a wealth of knowledge. So any last minute question that you guys have for Nick? One more question: equipment recommendations. Emily.
I wanted to say something, and I've got Josh in the back over here. He's
sorry, guys.
loving it. But I was just thinking, like a lot of us are experiencing some of our listings kind of lagging and staying longer on the market. And so as I hear this AEO optimization, that prompted me to say, you know what, Josh? All of our listing descriptions, let's copy paste them, put them into ChatGPT, ask it to make it AEO optimized.
I'm already doing
and he's already working on it, just to see if we can get some more exposure. So we'll let you know how that goes.
I love it. And yeah, I would highly recommend to use my listing buddy for that too, right? Because like even ChatGPT itself isn't necessarily trained for it. Even if you ask it to do it, it still might pull its information from wherever it pulls from online, right? Because the great thing is, look, family, AI has all the information on the internet. But let's be honest, not all the information on the internet is good information. So this is where like using a tool like my listing buddy for this, we have trained it specifically for this one outcome for you. We have tested it across multiple agents. So using that tool to be able to write it for you, it's going to save you a lot of time, but it's getting results for agents. So yeah, I'm really excited that you had that good takeaway. And to go back to the beginning of, look, we already have listings. How can we get them more exposure? This is a very simple way to use this as your filter for all of your listing descriptions now.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been gold. Thank you so much, Nick. You never disappoint. So thank you. And we're starting these classes in Spanish again. It's going to start in July and I'm going to bring you in. We're going to somehow translate you.
We'll
because
figure it out.
This is amazing. This is amazing. Everybody's got to hear about it. And if someone should have been in here and missed it, we're going to have this up on our YouTube channel. So I'm already thinking of who I'm going to share this with. And this to me, I'm going to use it also for attraction, because how many agents out there have listings that need to get them moving again and more exposure, and this can help someone out. So lots of value here. Thank you, Nick, so much. We appreciate you.
Kara, what's going on? It's good to see you too. So no, thank you, Rebecca, for that as well. And I think it's just, we'll figure out Spanish. There's a way. There's always a way, especially with AI. But I think, all right, I want to bring this up because Kara brings up a really good point. She's like, I copy and pasted it from Listing Buddy for a listing. It looked a little odd, but I've got more views because of it. And here is you're right. It does sound odd. And it started with, is there a condo near UWF? Yes. That's how it started. But just think about this, family, for a second. What is the question that people would be asking if they are looking for a condo near UWF? They will ask, is there a condo near UWF? And if your question, like it starts with, is there a condo here? Yes. Is that a clear question and a clear answer for AI to find it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's literally, is there a condo here? Yes. Here it is. That's how this stuff works, because AI will literally search, is there a condo near UWF? And if your listing clearly states that and then says, yes, this is it, AI is like, oh, here it is. Does that kind of help break it down a little bit in like a simple way where people will ask a question? And if you clearly state the question and then clearly give an answer right away, it makes AI like, oh, this is easy. Here it is. All right, we got the hand up too. What's going on?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So then it also adds what the HOA fees include, which is really good for students, right? It like the water, trash, internet, cable, all of those things. And it asks that question. I had an agent at a networking event last week. She was like, I noticed that your description was, it was like a question and an answer. And I was like, yeah, I tried my listing buddy. And I actually have gotten so many more views and a couple of leads on like homes.com, Zillow because of that versus like I took it off the market for 31 days and it had just like a regular description, no views at all. But then after that, I'm like, okay, it's that people are definitely searching for those questions under a specific price point that is affordable, blah, 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 blah. So I think it's great.
I love it. No, thank you for the feedback. And look, like understanding all we have in marketing, family, is our words. Like, don't underestimate the value of your words and how they are written, the way it's positioned in your marketing, especially when it comes to AI search. It is a small hinge that can swing such a big door for you. And now you have a tool that's free to use as much as you want to use it. So if you guys have listings right now, run them through it and then repost the listing description.
One last question. Does my listing buddy imagine is multi-language as well, right?
Yes, you can. Oh yeah, my listing buddy can be in any language. So let's see. So if I go here, let me see where my listing description was.
Great addition, Rebecca. Now it's like, let's optimize this thing para español,
Claro que
Portuguese.
sí, vamos.
So here we go.
Wow.
Nick, you the man, buddy.
Now
That is amazing.
Let's just see Klingon. I was going to say Klingon.
You put Klingon.
Klingon. That's like, what's a crazy language? Let's just see if it can do it. Aren't compliant with the MLS, but here. All right.
All right. Now we can list a home for Star Trek.
Jeez. I did not spell that right.
No. P-O. But
I know it's O, but
there it is. There it is. Portuguese. Wow.
And I'm going to take your guys' word for it that I was translated correctly.
I mean, we'd have to read through it to know that it's word for word correct, but I mean, people could fix the little quirks that it has. That's not a big deal. The biggest part is doing the heavy lifting of just creating it, and then we go and we tweak it. Same thing happens in Spanish. There's certain words that just never really translate very well, but we get it, we change it, and we keep going. Yeah. All right.
This was amazing, Nick. I appreciate you for everything that you shared, all the resources. We're going to have the recording for the Global Alliance members, so we'll make sure to send that out. If you missed it or you have a team member that maybe missed a call, no worries. We'll make sure that to send a recording out as well. But any last questions? I'm pretty sure Nick Krem is available on social media as well. So if you guys, want to connect with him, I believe it's at Nick Krem, correct? Or is it Nick _ Krem?
Everywhere.
At Nick Krem. You can find me everywhere like that.
Yeah.
Well, let's make it a great week. Hope everyone is getting ready for the holidays and the new year. And let's go empower our business with AI. Let's take action and have an amazing, fantastic Monday. We'll see you guys at the top.
Bye, everyone.